Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well and you've had a good week. Mine's been not bad actually. Yes, as you can see, I finally today I changed out the decor for autumnal things, so that's quite nice. I did that this morning. It's nice to have a change. I have to say, kind of having had just the same ones up since January. Hold on, I'm going to try and bring you guys closer a wee bit. Yeah, this is what I get for trying to use this computer. Life is full of things like that. Maybe, hopefully, we were better. Reading wise, I've read I've finished 3 books this week, so that's been good. So the first one was Murdered at the Summer Fete by Victoria Walters. This was a physical book. I don't know where I've put it. I suspect it's through in the other library. Gave this one sort of 3.5, 4 out of stars. 3.5 to 4 out of 5. This was my first sort of like cozy mystery by Victoria Walters. I read her Glendale Hall series, so this was the first of her cozy mysteries. I really liked it. So we meet Nancy and her granddaughter, who I'm afraid her name slips my mind at the moment, and they run a bookshop that's all to do with mystery books, and their town of Deadly End is having their summer fete, and to this they have invited Thomas Green, who is a local man, or who was a local man, who has this detective series that he's written, and book 10 has just come out, and it's going to be his final book. So they invite him to come and sort of do a talk and have signings, etc. And just before his talk at the fete, yeah, you've guessed it, somebody ends up dead. Sorry, this is annoying me because it just looks like a discombobulated head that's bobbing around. Don't you just love computers at times? That's better. So yeah, this guy ends up dead, and the crime scene is basically, it looks like the crime scene in Thomas Green's book. So Nancy and her granddaughter have they in the previous book solved a mystery. So Thomas Green kind of gets them to start investigating this one. And it's a very slow burn, but it gets faster as the pace increases as the novel goes on. I actually ended up really enjoying it. To begin with, I was like, don't know. But no, I did really, really enjoy it as time went on. So I'm really pleased I read it, and I would like to read more within that series. Next, I read Sold on Love by Kathleen Fuller. I actually listened to this one on audio. I was in the mood for an audio book, so I picked that up. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5. So this is the third in the Maple Falls series, and we meet Harper, who basically spends all her time working, to the detriment of her diet, her friendships, her faith in many ways as well. And she's due to be bridesmaid at one of her friends' weddings, and her car breaks down. It's a Merc, and it breaks down, and she calls out Rusty, who is the local garage owner who's been taking care of her car. But instead of him coming just to come and tow the truck, she gets him to come and to take her to basically a property showing that she was doing before the wedding. So she has all this, and then he takes her back, and she goes to the wedding. He comes to the wedding kind of reception afterwards. But it's basically Harper and Rusty's romance, and it was sweet. It was so sweet, and Rusty's grandfather is part of it, and it is also a Harper realising that there's more to life than work, and that her work-life balance was totally out of whack, that she wasn't happy. Was she happy working? Was she not happy working as a real estate agent? What else could she do? There's also her parents. There's a bit of a story about her parents as well. I really, really liked it. I liked being back in Maple Falls. I liked meeting some of the characters we'd already met in the first 2 books. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I then finished on my Kindle, on my Fire. I read Take Me Please Cowboy by Jane Porter. This is her latest one. This is to celebrate a Marietta, Montana anniversary. I think it's 10 years since Marietta was first dreamt up by Jane Porter and her friends. So this is kind of like an anniversary book, and there are 3 others as well. I can't remember who's writing them. I'm really sorry. It has escaped me. But I will leave a link to all the information down below about Marietta, etc., so that you can go and see what else, who else has been writing for her, for the Marietta series. So anyway, we meet Ainsley and Rye. Now, Ainsley has come to Marietta to look after her uncle, who has health issues, mobility issues, and he can't live on his own. So, and none of her brothers want to take on the ranch, the Campbell Ranch. And her uncle and her father are estranged, but she has come to help her uncle. And she is helped in this by the Wyatts, who are the next door neighbours. And Ainsley is an artist, but her parents kind of poo-poo her art, going, "Oh, you'll never make any money, etc., etc." But she's determined that she wants to make her living as an artist. Rye is coming to Marietta for the 85th rodeo. He spends his weekends at rodeos, and the weeks he lives in Eureka with his family, and he runs the family roofing business. But his father has disabilities. His younger brother has cerebral palsy, and he has two younger sisters as well, and his mother. And he basically takes care of the family, gets money from the rodeos to basically give them, shall we say, some added extras. And he and Ainsley meet, and it's like attraction at first sight. And then over the weekend, they spend time together. And he's like, "No, it can only be for the weekend, etc., etc." And she's like, "Why?" And he tries to put her off, and this is basically their romance. It's like, can they do long distance? Can they not do long distance? What happens when he meets her family? What happens when she meets his family? So we have all of this going on. It's, do they get together, do they not? It was so well written. I loved it. I really did. I thought the characters were so good. I liked the disability rep in it. I really did. Jane has obviously done a lot of research into cerebral palsy and other, like, the fact that his father has got a sort of spinal injury as well. Also the fact that Ainsley's uncle needs medical attention. Jane has obviously done a lot of work in like different aspects of health, that she is able to sort of use her research really, really well. Characters were really good. I loved Ainsley. I thought she was good. She was very down to earth, very blunt in many ways. And Rye was also quite blunt, but I think in the situations they were in, they needed to be. I also really liked Ainsley's brothers when they came to meet Rye. They were hilarious. They really were. They were quite fun. And I liked that one of the brothers was called Lachlan. I was like, good Scottish name, Lachlan Campbell. Here we go. So I really liked that, and I liked Rye's sisters and his mother. We got a wee bit of his brother Jasper, not a lot about his dad. But hopefully, as more in this series goes on, this is another new series for the Marietta series. There are like loads of little offshoots now, and this is like the next series that Jane's going to be writing for the Marietta, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. And how all the characters will hopefully have all their own romances and everything. I am really looking forward to it. So the Jane Porter one actually comes out on the 5th of September, and it's published by Tool Publishing. So if you can, guys, go and get a copy. I don't think you're going to be disappointed at all. So what am I reading this weekend, I hear you cry? Well, I'm reading or started The Firefly Jar by Laurie Beach, which is the first in the Crystal Creek series. I have got chapter 12, so I have that left to go. So I should get it finished this weekend. I am really liking it. It's to do with a lady who has come to Crystal Creek to start a coffee and book shop. So totally up my alley. So I'm really looking forward to getting to read more of that. It's made a good start. So I've had some book mail this week. 2 books that I ordered for myself because I give myself kind of a monthly budget, and I ordered them. So these are my August orders. So I'm really looking forward to them. And the first one is Tales from the Chalet School by Helen Barber and Catherine Bruce. So all of these books, all of these short stories take place either before or during the Chalet School series. I have no idea which characters we get in this because I have not even looked at it, because I've decided I'm keeping this. We're hopefully going away for a couple of days next week, and I've decided I'm taking this with me because I think it'll just be a nice read to have. And then I decided to bite the bullet, and I bought The Promise and Poppies by Rachel Bloom. This is the last book in the Poppy Creek series. I read all 7 previous books by audio, and I don't know when the audio is coming out. So I decided I was going to bite the bullet and buy myself the book. I have also got up on my shelf up there The Truth in Tiramisu, because Mum has read the first book as an ebook. But I really enjoyed the series so much that I actually want to collect them all in physical copies. And then it means Mum can read them all as well, because I know she really loved the first one. So I am taking this one away with me as well. And then, as I said, there was like book mail. So I entered a giveaway on Instagram, never thinking I'd win it, and lo and behold, I did. And the giveaway was being done by the author Mary E. Jung. So I got 2 of her books, a novella and a full length. So the novella is called Queen of Light and Ashes. Beautiful cover, really like the cover. So I am looking forward to reading it. I think these are going to be totally out my wheelhouse, because they're going to be fantasy, and I don't know how high fantasy they're going to be, so we will see. And the next one is Blossom and Bone, Libra Witch Book 1, and again, stunning cover. And in the back, I mean, it's so atmospheric. This is, you've got to say, this one has to be almost like a fall read, doesn't it? It has to be an autumnal read, just from the cover. And I think it's like Amy is a vegetation witch with a knack for soil cultivation and plant genetics. She develops flower mates that mimic true love. Amy is a dreamer and finds it difficult to say no, even when common sense dictates she should. After her life's work is stolen, she must go on a quest to recover her magic seeds. Zephyriel is a bone witch with a magic condition that causes empathic dissonance. It's torture because one touch might mean his death. Now he's been forced into proximity with his crush to clear her name of murder. Exfriel is put through the ultimate test of valor. Can he overcome his affliction, or is he doomed to lurk in the shadows forever? Woohoo! That does sound really interesting. So yeah, I've got those to read, but I'm going to keep them because I definitely want to sort of read them later on in the season. So I then got 2 candles from the Starfish Candle Company, Miav. So there's that. They don't have wicks. So if anybody has got any suggestions as to how one lights these, I would love to know. And then I got Riadin. Both smell really nice. This one is zesty. Definitely very zesty. And this one, the Miav one, is more musky. So I got those. She sent me some sort of cards with a very nice so these are obviously cards linked to the books. A bookmark, which is quite sparkly. 3 little wooden like mushrooms. So I was thinking what I might do is paint them. Some stickers. These will go on to my Kindle Paperwhite case. A little jar that's got kind of like bones and I don't know what else in it. So yeah. And then it all came in. How gorgeous is this book sleeve, guys? Is that not just beautiful? It's fleecy as well, and it's like sewing. I mean, I'm at the moment doing some cross stitch, so it's like absolutely perfect for me. It really is. So yeah, that the books that I'm taking away when we go away will definitely be going into my book sleeve, which will be really nice. Keep them nice and safe. So that's why this is my. I've now got 2 book sleeves, but this one's fleecy, so definitely an autumnal winter book sleeve. What else has been happening this week? I had my first yoga lesson, guys. Oh, I've found somebody in my town who is willing to do a 15-minute yoga lesson with me, adapt it to my ME needs, and I have honestly never been so relaxed in all my life when I came out of that. It was fantastic. I got to move my body very gently. I got to do some, there was like stretching in it, there were yoga poses in it, there was like relaxation. It was just fantastic, and I am so pleased that I've got this arranged, and I'm hopefully going to go back. I've organised another lesson for the middle of this month, but and Mum was like, maybe I should come, so I'm like going to try and get her a lesson as well, because I think it would be so beneficial. But it was so nice. And then Mum and Dad and I were in a shopping mall about 30 minutes away from us. I just had a really nice one afternoon this week, which was nice. Had a nice coffee, so that was really good. And it's just been, apart from that, it's just been a very quiet week, which has been nice, yeah. So I've enjoyed my week so far, and I'm just having a very chill weekend because, as I say, hopefully we're going away this week for a couple of days this week, and I'm going to be doing some driving. I just know I need to chill. I need to just relax and just let Saturday and Sunday build the energy up, and I'll hopefully, fingers crossed, be fit to drive. But that's it for this video, friends. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know down in the comments, what are you going to be doing this weekend? What books are you reading? What have you read this weekend? I would love to know. Because I'm possibly going away next Friday, we'll be away next Friday. There probably won't be a video up until maybe the Sunday once we get back. We'll see how it goes. If I feel that I can do one while we're away, I might do one. I will try and I maybe won't try and schedule one to be up while we're away. I don't kind of want that pressure to have to do, I've got to do. So I think I'm just going to say there'll be no video up until after we're back from holiday. But I think just it's easier for me just to go, right, that's it, that's fine. I don't have to do anything more. Not that they're a chore, but it's just like trying to think of scheduling and everything like that. So, but that's it. Anyway, I'm rambling, guys. I really am rambling, and you've heard enough from me for this week. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video, but until my next one, friends, stay safe, happy reading. Bye!